For this edition of Athlete of the Week, we journeyed to the Team Lionheart MMA training facility in Idaho Falls. The group has been on a roll lately, producing winners inside the cage. One of their superstars in the making, 21-year-old Wyatt Powell. Wyatt impressed during the Fierce Fighting Championships 46 event inside the Mountain America Center when he made short work of his opponent, Austin Bershey.
Well, it's kind of a unique situation. You go through all the emotions really in the locker room. So for me, I was going through all those emotions in the locker room, and then when I was on the way to the cage and I was walking and I was soaking in the atmosphere, you're just ready to go. All my training I'm in that fight mode. The atmosphere was incredible, but I was ready to go walking to that cage.
Ready to go is right. Wyatt knocked out Bershey in just 22 seconds in a blink and you'll miss it moment.
That last sequence there, it was a left hook, and I ran a right hand down the middle that put him out, and it was just, it was picture perfect, right on the chin, right where it was supposed to be, full rotation of the body, right through the middle. I could kind of feel in the short time that I was in there that I could land a straight right hand down the middle. And so that's what I did. I threw that left hook to kind of get his guard up and kind of get him retreating backwards. And then that's when I threw that right hand.
Clear as day a knockout, no doubt about that. He only threw 11 strikes, and one of them landed completely flush. I called it a rupturing right hand. I was absolutely speechless, to be completely honest. I could not believe the power in which he was able to garner in such a short amount of time. That's now 2 wins in MMA, 1 in kickboxing, all of them by knockout. That one may be the most emphatic. So I can't wait to see what Wyatt Powell does next.
Currently studying construction management at BYU, Idaho, Powell originally hails from Casper, Wyoming.
Yeah, I do a ton of fly fishing. I would say that's the only thing I might be more passionate about than MMA is probably fly fishing. Wyoming, where I'm from, and here it's phenomenal fly fishing. I love to elk hunt too back home and everything. So I'm a Wyoming kid at heart, love the outdoors.
Wyatt says his training organization is always looking for new members of all skill levels.
Yep, Team Lionheart MMA. So I joined up here about 2.5 years ago. They offer kids classes. They offer, fighters class if you want to do what I do and come compete and fight. They offer that classes. They also offer beginner-friendly classes, kids classes, jiu-jitsu classes, all kinds of things. And our head coach is Weston Barnes. He's a professional fighter, absolutely phenomenal.
Not wanting to leave without tasting some of the action, I asked Wyatt to demonstrate one of his favorite moves on me, the calf kick.
I love the calf kick. You got nerves in your calves that you don't have to kick hard to hit. You just got to, if you hit that nerve, you can render a leg completely useless. So that was also part of my game plan. And the thing that I love doing is throwing those calf kicks.
Go 50 on me. 50? Yeah. Yeah. I think 100 I probably wouldn't walk out. So. Yeah.
And in terms of where Wyatt goes from here, well, the sky's the limit.
But as for Wyatt Powell, in terms of his ceiling, it's as high as he wants it to be. Very early on in his career, continuing to build up wins. And then at some point, he'll probably be at a crossroads of some sort of an amateur regional title, a professional regional title, things like that. That's where those questions start to get answered. And maybe he is the next, big name out of Idaho. There's been so many over the years. But in terms of his knockout power, we certainly saw that he has that.
For information on classes, you can go to teamlionheartmma.com.